Oh, so you could definitely get on this trail system from behind the hospital too if you didn't want to walk the road. That would have been nicer.
Oh yeah, that's where we were down here at the Modi. We could have cut in
and come this way instead of walking to here.
Yeah.
It's only an extra mile on the road, but
yeah. So when you're walking out of Port Alberni, there is Rogers Creek Trail System. It's an actual trail. We stayed at a little Modi down here, and we walked the road up to here, and now we know the trail system. So yeah, there's a trail system that you can stay on. You don't have to walk the road. But morning, today is August 16th, I believe, and we did a 0 yesterday, unplanned 0. We started kind of moseying out of town, and then we're like, you know what, why not? Because Port Alberni, Cumberland doesn't look like it has many services, Was doesn't look like it has many services, so next place would have been Port McNeil, and we're like, you know what, let's just take a quick break, quick breather, and that's what we did. We 0'd yesterday. So got myself a new GoPro case. As you can see, it's the fancy version. It's the unfogged version, the clear version, so that's nice. And we're gonna cruise into the Beauforts today. Might not get fully into the range, but we're gonna start chipping our way up there. So yeah, day 8 on the trail. We're just cruising, just going on, walking, moving and grooving. Here we go. All right, so that trail system kind of bounced beside the road for a little bit, and then it pops you back to road where you walk to connect with the other segment of the log train trail that goes that way somewhere. So we're walking towards that now. Right? Yeah. So there's a cute little hody-mody at the tail end of town, like not in town, but about 2 or 3 miles outside of downtown, called the Timberline Lodge. So if you want to do more miles, or you just don't want to stay downtown, or I don't know, cheaper modi too, you can come here. So it would set you up pretty well to hop on the log train trail, which is not that far ahead of us, and then kind of come on out. That did not show up in the Google search either, so yeah, it's there. Near that very tail end of the Port Alberni connector, and the log train trail should be somewhere in there. Cool. So where the trail leaves the road again, we cut back into there. There is Coombs Country Candy, and we're coming in for some ice cream, folks. There's candy here, there's benches here. I have a feeling there's ice cream here. Tail end of town, I like this spot more than Alberni proper. Nothing wrong with Alberni, but I just like the feel of these areas a little bit more. So yeah, this is the spot, and then we're gonna cut on into trail system and keep on cruising.
Want ice cream?
Oh, we want ice cream. Whew, it's a hot day, it's time for some ice cream. All right, so you have to stop at Coombs on the way into or out of Port Alberni. Ice cream is super on point. Cookie Monster, great ice cream.
It's all homemade.
It's all homemade. Little cute honey of a man in there making the homemade ice cream. They have homemade chocolates. Really, really good stuff. Really, really good. Oh, you gotta stop here. It is a must stop. Best place in Port Alberni we went to. Yeah. Come on by. All right, if I have anybody that lives on Vancouver Island or this area that follows us, and you see this puppy, please call the number. Looks like a cute puppers. But we are just turned off. It was right at that corner store I was showing you that you have to stop at. Awesome ice cream. And we just turned off, and we're following Logging Road for a little bit. It's the log train trail, and I don't know, it's road for 15 miles ish, I believe, 15, 20, maybe less. And I just ordered my pair of shoes for the yo-yo to Port Hardy. Expensive pair of shoes. Ultras, I need to get off the Ultra train. Ultras are great. I don't want to throw my feet out of whack for going for the speed record on the way back in the yo-yo, but that's why I went with ultras again. But ultras aren't really worth the hype anymore. The 4.5s I've been wearing, they wear out super fast, and granted we put them through a lot, but it's really not worth the hype. So I'm gonna start looking for a different type of shoe. But I did order ultras up to Port Hardy, and gonna be picking those up on the way northbound, break them in on the North Shore Trail to finish up this northbound hike of the Vancouver Island Trail, and then bang-a-rang them out on the Sobo hike. So we're going. We are going.
Hello.
Hello. Ooh. Good agua. First good agua since town that you can filter. Cold Creek Falls area. So there's a lot of twists and turns through here, a lot of different dirt roads. So just stay on point. Migration of peacocks. Wow. That touches a few heads. Good amount of them. Says the Beaufort Range is uphill, but the GPX track that we pulled off the website is continuing to follow the log train trail. So I guess we're gonna continue following it. I know we're supposed to go into the Beauforts though, so maybe we cut in the tail end of it. We'll find out. About a mile?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1.2.
Cool. All right, so where I filmed that Beaufort Range sign is where Vancouver Island Trail wants you to turn. But we are about, I don't know, mile and a half, maybe mile past it, and once you start hiking, you don't turn around. So you don't go Sobo if you're going Nobo, because Sobo's the wrong way.
Well, so there's multiple access points using logging roads to get to that GPS track.
Yep.
And so we just spent about 25 minutes looking at maps before we leave cell service. And it looks like we can just take a logging road between another mile up to the same place, so it'll be about the same distance.
Yeah, so if you didn't pick that up on the audio, Irwin is the first mountain that the Vancouver Island Trail puts you on for the Beaufort Range. So you can get to it that way because it just puts you on a logging road that's higher up that way. Or you can keep walking this way and hit a logging road and still get up to Mount Irwin. But it's kind of just, there's a logging road higher that parallels that I guess they put you on, but we're not going to miss a mountain.
We just road access from that point.
Yeah.
And the guy who made this GPS track did an out and back, so it makes sense that he started there.
Mm-hmm.
The reason that we didn't know this is that the GPS track that was sent to us by the Trail Association didn't actually include all of the possible options that you can take for this, because this section is not completed.
Yep.
And so it showed us following this rail trail until we get to a logging road, and then it's a completely speculative, obviously just like line on a map, red line across some bushwhacks. But I found, while looking into the map notes for the unscaled PDF maps that they have, that you can actually, there is a trail on the Beaufort Range that people have used that connects small sections of bushwhack to discontinued logging road. And in Googling that, I found a page on the Vancouver Island Spine Trail website that isn't actually connected to any of their other pages. Like, there's no way to get to it from their drop-down through some kind of computer programming error, but it comes up if you Google Beaufort Range Trail. So I found that it had a GPX file that's more up to date, that has this one guy's out and back trail up to the top of Mount Apps, and then it also has a GPX file for Mount Sable. So then we spent another half an hour trying to find anybody else's route to get between Mount Apps and Mount Sable. Didn't succeed at that, but I found some more information. So yeah, once I found that up-to-date map that goes up to Mount Apps, we were already past this section where that guy would have started, but there's other access up here.
So what that consolidates down to is you get to pick and choose your schwack. You won't be schwacking, you get to pick and choose your schwack. So we're going up, I'm gonna cut in and find our schwack.
Yeah, sorry that was long-winded.
Usually I'm the long-winded one.
Yeah, it's just like the information is not well organized on the website, so you really gotta hunt around for it.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're getting a GPX track, so it'll be all good.
Now.
Should be better. So you saw the clips of the train tracks. Don't follow them. That is the wrong way. The trail crosses across the train tracks, not following the train tracks. So as you can see with the last video and the view, we have officially started our climb. switchbacking on this road up to Dawn's Trail, I believe. And then Dawn Trail brings us close to the top of Irwin Mountain. And then it kind of runs the ridge. So we're looking forward to some ridge running, folks. Whew, it's a toasty climb. It is toasty. There's that good. Whoa, ice cold too, baby. Ice cold. There is water on the way up. It's hidden a little bit in the brambles through there, but it's also crossing here. But if you want that good, just hop in that brush a little bit. Oh, baby, that's ice cold. Not the weather. The weather's hot. I think it's like 35 degrees Celsius today, which is pretty toasty. Oh, look who I found.
I'm just waiting for you in the shade.
Cool. So right where my right trekking pole is pointing is Port Alberni. You can actually see it. It is a big sprawl, folks. It's actually a big town. And that is that little inlet we hiked along. Whew. Yeah. Magpie loved the shiny object.
So shiny. Those are brand new.
So shiny.
Shiny.
It is very shiny. We're about...
No more guesswork. We're on a marked trail.
Yep, we're about 2,200 feet up. We're going to like 40, 41 maybe. And...
We're going up to 42.
Oh, we're going up to 42, so halfway up and we're in the shade, which is
Finally.
super good.
Yeah, so it's like 35 degrees Celsius, which is like danger hot.
Tell me about it.
And so we took like a 20-minute break in the shade because I was starting to feel heat exhausted.
Even Magpie gets so hot, even giving Magpie a quick kiss, you can feel the heat moving through the lips.
Yeah, and then I'm like, don't touch me, I'm too hot.
Oh.
Your body heat is intolerable.
That's when you snuggle closer. No,
Oh.
you can't do that. She gets way too hot. But yeah, we're going uphill. Very cool. Very cool. Marker and flagging tape. Whew. I believe this is where the road, well, as you can see, I'm still on 2-track, but technically I think this is where Dawn's Trail begins. And at some point it hops off the 2-track, but yeah, pretty good marking. Pretty good. Woo, your boy's sweaty. Real sweaty. Climbing, baby. Let's get up there, shall we? Uh-oh, there's no blocking that sun. Now we're on 1 track though. 1 track. One track. Whew. There we go. Good job, tree. Block that sun. All right, another junction. Something goes that way, which we've been following, but our trail goes left. It's a quick left, but bright orange, marked. So now we're on Dawn's Trail. And as Dawn's Trail is named after, we're gonna become the Dawn of these mountains.
Dawn app. Same guy who app mountain is named after.
You ruined it, Diddles.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, when you know the facts behind stuff, you don't get to use the imagination.
But this was marked out in July, so there should be good markings all the way.
Yeah, you can see it was cut out recently. A lot of good tape, a lot of good cuts. So we go. Look at that. Mount Irwin to Mountain Hall, trails, October 2014, Dawn's Route. Look at that, Magpie. I know. Huh. Don't quite understand the sign. Piston arms. Pointing to the tree above us? Huh. I do not know. But Dawn's route, very, very well marked and very, very well beaten down too. Extremely pleasant. Extremely, extremely pleasant. We thought there was going to be a lot of bushwhack in this section, but I guess we haven't hit it yet. But so far, so good. Thank you, Vancouver Island. Here you go, up, up, up. And there's Magpie. Whew. I was just about to say how well groomed it was, but still is. Just once you get up a little higher, just takes a little more to see the flagging tape, which I think is over here. Very, 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 very thankful for all the flagging tape, because the trail definitely disappears in a lot of this more high alpine area, as you can see. Flagging tape, but as you can see, once you get to the moss, it kind of eats through the trail or the faint footpath that would be there. So you got to start looking, and then you can see flagging tape. So that lets you know, hey, come back up here. So really, really fortunate. Thank you guys. Thank you all trail crews. Seriously, y'all are angels. Whew. Steep up. Steep, steep, steep. So, ooh, pretty much at the top of the climb into the Beauforts. Flagging tape. This trail goes the wrong way. No, I guess it goes the right way. This might be old trail though, because I saw fresher flagging tape to my left. But yeah, pretty much top of the first climb. Oh baby, here we go. And sitting at 4.2 or 4.3, and our introduction into the Beauforts. Steep climbs. Beautiful though. Little cairn. And I'm assuming we continue this way. So there should be a camp spot about half a mile, which I told Magpie I would meet her at. So just gonna keep the eyes peeled. Wow, this is actually pretty well beaten down trail. Oop, spoke too soon. Spoke way too soon. Huh. Flagging tape over yonder. Where do you go? This doesn't feel like trail, guys, but you flagged me up here. Nope, there's a trail marker too. Huh. Maybe it's just letting me know it's in that gully. It would make sense they would try to keep you down here. Unless there used to be a lake down here. I don't see more flagging tape though. So it must have been over there. Okay. I'm gonna go over there. Cool, cool. so I lost the flagging tape, but I'm not too worried about it right now because I gotta climb this cool ridge that I don't think the flagging tape brought you to. I would hope it would, but I don't think it did. So yeah, I gotta find a cool little climb that really epic up here. Wish I would have waited on Magpie. This would have been a epic spot to camp. I don't know where that trail went. If it did come up here, I would wait up here because I know she would cross path, but she said we had a meeting spot and oh, look at that. There's a cairn up here. Maybe it did come up this way. I mean, I really hope you guys did route it up this way. I saw the trail going to the right, but that wouldn't make any sense to me. If you're doing climbing, you might as well be able to see some amazing stuff, right? I have a feeling these Beauforts are about to be pretty sweet. Oh, I love being on top of mountains again. This trail, it gives you steep ups and downs, but it's not really mountainous, at least what we experience until they get the private land around Cowichan. So I'm loving it folks. Beautiful. Let's see if I give a hootie hoo if she says anything. Hootie hoo! Nope. Alright, to the spot we designated then. Alright, so I'm bumming pretty hard because I spent about 10 minutes trying to hootie hoo, but since there's no trail, I don't know where I could put a trekking pole or a sign to Magpie to let her know I'm up here, because I don't think this is the route that actually takes you, that she's following. So yeah, I'm bummed. I really wanted to camp up there. That would be a epic camp spot, and you have water. I didn't think it was going to even be feasible, but I started walking this way and there's a little lake down to your right, so you have water. And that would just be an awesome camp spot. Damn. All right. Well then, I'll just push to the original one. That's the bummer sometimes. Like, when you set a meeting spot, you gotta meet there, even if there's an awesome spot. Hooty-hoo! No. All right, so I found the Magpie. I made sure. Yeah. So I found the Magpie, and yeah, we were able to get the spot that I was filmed about. Ran down that way to the original camp spot. She wasn't there, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna come back, and it wasn't that good. It was in a logging area, and this was the spot I was talking about. Right on top of these mountains. Look at that, baby. Gonna be able to watch the sunset. That was a pain in the ass. It wouldn't go there, which I thought it would, and it barely went there. So I miss freestanding tents. Ugh. Even though this technically is a freestanding tent. But yeah, awesome camp spot. We were able to get it, able to rock and roll. So gonna eat dinner while overlooking one of the best views we've had.
I also got naked on top of the mountain until I got cold.
Magpie got naked on top of the mountain.
I don't know if you want to put that in there. We can definitely put it. I waited to.
Put that in there.
Yeah. I put my underwear back on because you want to put my puppy on until I got cold.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. My nip knobs were hard the entire day too. So this is our first sunset of hiking season. None on the Natchez, none on the GDT, and none so far on this trail either until today.
To be fair, the sun was setting at like midnight on the GT, so.
even if when it was setting there though, it was way too cold and way too windy and way too wet.
Does. I forgot.
Oh.
Like about to set for a while, and now it's set.
It did go down fast. What? Oh,
Damn.
And it's set, folks. First sunset of the season. Whew. Alright, so we came down from there. There's a quick turn to the left, and then there's flagging tape, as you can see right there to the right. Don't follow the flagging tape once you're coming off of Irwin, because it puts you back up the mountain when instead you want to be dropping down towards the lakes. Yeah, follow the orange flagging tape, not the pink, because it brings you back up the mountain you just dropped down. And yeah, there's a couple little trails through here, so make sure you're on route. All right, we got the GoPro back up and rocking and rolling. Last film I got was from the phone coming down into the camp spot that we were originally going to go to last night, but as you can see, we found a better one. So now looks like something goes up that way, mate. Oh, the flagging tape. You're right. So yeah, gets a little boggy, a little lakey. Definitely could camp down here by the lakes. Yeah, it is swampy. You're gonna probably have a lot of skeeters at night. But yeah, so now we're going up towards Hall Mountain, I believe. Oh, morning. It is August 17th. Cute little lake. We're gonna find ourselves a sitting rock, drink some agua. Top of that first climb on the way up to Mount Hall. Whew, Beaufort's is steep. Beauforts are steep, but it looks like that's the most prolonged climb we have. Then we just get a ridge run. So pretty well marked trail, beaten down, you can follow it. So yeah, enjoy. There's all that mist rolling in too. Ooh, you want to sit on a rock overlooking the lake?
Sure.
Big rock or small rock down there? Okay. We're gonna find a spot to post up.
Not great.
We're just gluttons for bushwhacking this year, aren't we?
Yeah. At least this is pretty easy cross country.
Yeah. Oh, good trail. Yes. It's that way.
You see it.
Actually, we're prepared for it too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, probably just having a good old time. Yeah. Found his favorite camp spot, just hung out.
Yeah, I'm sure if you did do that, you got a bunch of like backcountry hideaways that you could like think of
Oh yeah.
that are like sheltered on a lake. They're good for food.
Tippity toppity, hoppity floppity. This is the top of Mount Hall, and
It's actually trees ashes.
really,
Yeah.
they left a box of ashes.
Yeah.
Huh. Creepy. Now we just get a ridge ride for a little bit. Woo! So do not start dropping steeply off Mount Hall, even if it looks like the path's going that way. Not the right way. You kind of do a loop.
Double back.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you'll find trail again.
Kinda.
There's a flagging tape, right, Shamir? Yeah, kinda. There's flagging tape, and there's markers every so often, and cairns.
But not all flagging tape is the right flagging tape.
That is true. But look at that marker.
Where?
Bright orange. Right there. This is land of the lakes. It's every corner.
Yeah.
Water so far is not a worry through here. Not a worry at all. Ooh. So there's flagging tape there and way down there. Every so often, the Beauforts get a little cliff factor.
That's a little cliffy.
More often than not, I would say, actually.
Most descents are a little cliffy.
And most ascents are pretty
Pretty steep.
steep as well.
There's a lot of huckleberries.
They are.
Well, I see a square, so.
So that should be mountain, but all this is cloud. So the Beauforts, man, that wind rips through. It was a sunny morning, sunny day yesterday. So I think during the day they just get hammed with coastal weathers that's just moving across. One, two. So there's two pieces of trail markers and a little doorway for you. Pretty cool. We're still coming down the mountain after haul.
Oh, look, there's a southbound marker.
There's a southbound marker?
Yeah.
Awesome. And we dropped down and I see a logging road down there, so
Must be our road.
we dropped down to a logging road that we follow for a teeny bit.
Pretty close to the road, so.
Yes. So you can see bits and pieces of the valley, but we're still socked in. Just tiny bits and pieces. Hello. It lifted a tiny bit just for y'all. Now you can see a little lake. I think we could see that lake actually when we were on the back side of the range.
Yeah, it's a big lake.
We just hit the logging road and we cruised that way for a little bit. Trail came in from that way. There's a little icon right there. Beauforts, baby. They weren't kidding when they were talking about that mist though. Number 9, I believe. It turns sharply off that main logging road, so be on your P's and Q's. Turns very sharply. So once you cut back off the FS road or the logging road, it puts you back in a one track on the way up towards Joan Mountain. And as you can see, so far, it is pretty well cut, pretty well defined. Super cool. So if you see that body of water, the clouds just moved in to cut off more of it, but that body of water is leading to the ocean. There's a little harbor down there. It's more of an inlet, but technically it is part of the ocean because the ocean is that way. And we could see the mainland a little bit ago, but once again, clouds are moving in, so cut off our line of sight, but the mainland was across there. So on the way up Joan, you get sights of the ocean, which is pretty cool. We stopped here for a little bit of a lunch break on the way up Joan because Joan's should be exposed as we run it. And Magpie, how are you enjoying the spicy ranch?
Pretty good.
Are they spicy and ranchy?
Actually, yeah.
Actually, yeah. Who knew companies that put their actual flavor on theirs can actually taste like the flavor? So yeah, lunch break. We bounce up to Apps. Then we got some schwack. And then Mount Clifton is the end of the schwack. And it will be like trail all the way down to Cumberland tomorrow. Oop, I think you got a better view. No, it got misty again. But that body of water is the ocean, which is pretty sweet. Beauforts are pretty awesome, guys. You get socked in, like they were telling you, but once that mist lifts, you got some pretty sweet views. Oh, you can see mainland. Little bit of mainland. Cool. There's a better shot of the ocean and mainland. Mount Joan is that mountain that's shrouded in mist right now. Good trail you can see cut in right there. Very good viewpoint. Good job, Beauforts. Good job. Alright, so top of Joan is right there. The trail actually skirts around and then comes back up, and then cuts this way. So if you want a peak bag Joan, it's right there. But then the trail proper, quote unquote, goes this way. Little cairn, little trail, little ridge, little huge mountain range and ocean. Not so little. Cool, cool.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's do it.
It's a good trail.
That is. Ocean, ocean, diddles, magpie. Beautiful. Also, I wanted to point out on the back side of Joan, if you're going northbound, many amazing spots to camp, pick and choose, and there is a lake or pond. It's not really on the map system, but there is a pond of water off to your left right when you're coming down. So there is water and there is beautiful camp areas. So yeah, if your miles link up, perfect. Ooh, almost fell. You ever think to yourself, not enough cliff climbing in life? Do the Vancouver Spine Trail. You'll get some. Beautiful views too though. So,
I think that big cairn is the summit.
yeah, me too. I was about to. That cairn in the distance should be Squarehead. We have a cairn right there. And Joan, if you actually look on the top, right in between my two trekking poles, looks like there's an obelisk at the peak. So coming back this route, I'm gonna have to peak bag that because that's a bummer I didn't get to see that. The trail itself doesn't go up to it. You have to take a side trail. Also, it might have, but there's so many little trails through here, it's hard to tell. You try to follow the flagging tape as best as possible. When you're on stuff like this, you just follow the cairn. So it could have, but there's an obelisk up on top of Joan, which will be cool to see. And we are on top of Squarehead. Who knew? Who knew Vancouver Island had some awesome mountains to climb? We had a feeling, but until you get into them, you never know. And it's pretty epic up here. Magpie. It's faded, but that says Squarehead. So this is the summit, and there might be a summit log. Look at that! Summit log.
Nice.
First time we're going to be able to sign in the names for the Vancouver Island Trail. Cool, cool. Break time, sign time. 1871. Whew! That's something. Alright, so be prepared. Once you come off Squarehead, going no-bow, all flagging tape disappears. All markers, all flagging tape. Unless we just pick the wrong route. I didn't see a better one, so we're just shooting for this ridge and cutting back up to Mount Apps. Yeah, I didn't see a better one, so all flagging tape, gone. We'll just pick up the best route. Let it go. So I found the magpie again. She came out of the woods that way. I came out of the woods that way. Yeah, pick your best route. There's nothing around here, so they must have got to Squarehead and called it, because on the way to Mount Apps, I mean, it's fairly straightforward. You just pick your way along a ridge line, but yeah, it would be nice to have some flagging tape.
It's slightly complicated terrain.
Slightly complicated. But after Mount Apps, we have to pick our way a little bit more. And yeah, just keep on cruising. Uh-oh. That...
See, that would be the way the trail loops us around to the left.
Wait, Diddles. I think. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Send it. I'm going for it.
Please don't.
So, you get cliffed out a couple times. We got cliffed out there, tried over there, all cliff. Can't go down there. So what I did, I came there, cut down, and you might be able to see Magpie. She came up, same spot I cut down instead of going this way. All right, we'd be going full mountain goat.
Yep.
Rock climbing. Magpie always said she would get me into rock climbing. Whew. We gotta cut up that way somewhere.
Yep.
I'm gonna get out of the way because Magpie's coming up fast. Shit. And a middle of nowhere cairn. Huh. Middle of nowhere cairn. Doesn't point in any direction. I'll go here or keep going.
This one looks a little better than the last source.
It does. Doesn't look bad at all.
Yeah.
Just rainwater.
Want to go for it?
I think so. So we're on top of a peak, unnamed. There's water up here and still no trail. So now we have to drop significantly to be able to hop on that ridge over there. There's no connecting little ridge. I think we dropped like 2,000 feet.
Pretty big drop.
Yeah, it's a significant drop to be able to hop to there, then cut across. So we're gonna stop here, grab some Oggs, and then keep on rolling. Cool. Well, boys and girls, we've gone full schwack mode.
Oh, yes.
Coming downhill before Mount Apps. No flagging tape necessary.
Just a single piece of flagging tape to give you the idea.
Yeah, no trail necessary. Yeah, we gone full schwack. Thought there would be trail here, but no. All right.
No, this dude just picked his way down.
Yeah. Oh, it gets steep.
Yeah.
Nothing to do but send it. So we have a bald eagle circling us right now, which is awesome. As well, we got a twofer. We got a threefer actually. Bald eagle and then 2 pieces of flagging tape. We saw cut logs to our right. We're like, why? And then there's 2 pieces of flagging tape for some reason. And what is this? Baby trail? I have a oh, a 3rd piece of flagging tape. Well, I will be damned. But there's nothing before this, no. And the cut logs are also to our right.
Out of nowhere.
For some reason. They're not on the flagged trail. Huh. Well, 3 pieces.
That's a bit of an overstatement.
3 pieces of flagging tape. So,
Yeah, this is bizarre.
it has been very, very thick bushwhack with the inconsistent flagging tape. So, we're playing a game of schwack, trail ends, see a piece of flagging tape, get excited, trail ends, schwack, flagging tape, excited, rinse and repeat. So, as soon as we were talking, it disappeared again. But we'll try this way. If you see a piece of flagging tape, just holler. Nope, no flagging tape. All right, so when you're coming down the unnamed peak up yonder to get up to Mount Apps, aim for this big meadow area. It's gonna be hard to see when you're in the thickness, but if you aim for this big meadow area right down there where my left trekking pole is pointing, it's an actual trail marker. So yeah, they just randomly show up. So that's what we're aiming for. Magpie might have cliffed herself out. Looks like I cliffed myself out. That's what we do. Up to Mount Apps we go. I see the trail marker, but where do you go? Oh, actually a pretty clear line through here. Not beaten down trail, but pretty clear line. I think. We'll find out. Oh yeah, flag tape and trail on this side. Magpie. There's trail markers and flagging tape up this way.
Sweet.
Cool.
Yeah, we're off the steepest bit for a second.
Yeah, I don't think it gets that steep like that again until the very top. So about halfway up the Mount Apps climb. And as you can see, flagging tape there, flagging tape there, super well marked, and there's actually trail that's been tread down. So it's just that back side of that unnamed mountain on the climb if you're a no-bow to Mount Apps. Really good trail system so far. Some points you still need to use a little common sense, being like, well, which way should the trail go? You might have to stop and look around a little bit, but besides that, good trail. And about halfway up, you have little pockets of water. Not the best, but if in a pinch you can do. So
yeah, like rainwater ponds. They're not awesome, but they're okay.
Yeah, and there's been in the Beaufort Range, the route that we've taken, there's been ponds every mile or two, even less sometimes. It's just how picky you want to be with water. There's good ones, bad ones, in between ones. Pick and choose. Cool. As soon as I stopped that last clip, within the past 5 to 10 minutes, we've passed about 5 or 6 good sized water sources. So, oh, and here's another one. Once again, pick the one that you're most comfortable with. Some of them look a little nastier than others, but there is water here if you want it. That's the best one so far. That is a full lake. And a trail, as you can see, Magpie is right there. Curves you right around it. About half mile, 0.7 maybe to the top. It's deep too, isn't it?
That looks great for swimming.
I know. Best one so far. All right, second best one. First one was great for cliff jumping. This one might be too if you explore it, but Mount Apps is like literally right up there. So yeah, Beaufort Range, a lot of awesome lakes. Lakes, rain puddles, cool stuff folks. Magpie says she's going skinny dipping. So another beautiful alpine lake, and this one, well, not quite alpine, close, but this one is literally right before the peak of Mount Apps. The Mount Apps peak is this rock wall. So trail up to there, beautiful lake. If your miles link up, this would be a pretty sick spot. Gets you set up for the Bushwhack, as well as gets you some good miles into the Beauforts. Pretty beautiful. And then there's beautiful right there too.
Hi.
Hello. All right, Mount Apps Peak.
I believe we actually want to follow this.
Yeah. This ridge line. This is where our official bushwhack starts. Follow this ridge, up, down, go up. We got some schwacking ahead of us. A couple mountains we pass. So we're gonna go play. See what we got in front of us. Hey, Magpie.
Hey.
Yeah, top of Mount Apps, and looks like there might be a trail down there.
There's at least a use trail.
Yeah. We'll figure out our way. Schwack, here we come. All right, peak of Mount Apps is, I believe, that. We went up there, peeked it out. There's a trail that continues on the backside, but that is not the trail you want. I do not know where that trail goes, but if you're looking for the Vancouver Island Trail, this is where the Schwack starts to get over to actual trail system again. So you actually hug this side of the lake that I showed you in the video before the peak. That's where I filmed, over there, and then you come around and you kind of follow the topo line. So if you are comfortable with route navigation and everything, we'll have the GPX files up, but you will still have to use common sense because there's going to be a lot of cliffing out probably. So yeah, to the Schwack. So Schwacky got really schwacky. We had to come down from that top cliff face, cut down, cut down, cut down, zigzag. There's Magpie, and now we have to go up there somewhere, but it looks like there's actually a one track that either an animal made or somebody else. But we are in the Schwack. We are successfully in the Schwack.
How did you get down?
I put my weight on my arms and kind of levered myself down. There's like a little spot. Your arm should be long enough to reach it. Little rock spot down a little bit. Yeah. That one. Yep. Schwacky. I knew that glare was going to be powerful. So there's actually a little bit of trail in here. Vancouver Island Trail Association must have been putting in some work. Thank you guys. Oh yeah. So we're gonna have a pretty awesome dinner view. When you come to the Beauforts, know if you're not on a wind-capped peak, you're gonna be in mosquito territory. So try to act accordingly. We're still pretty much on a peak, but even with the wind, the mosquitoes are coming out. So we're gonna actually have a pretty awesome view. This is probably my second favorite camp of this trail. Look at that. Ocean right there, tent right there, cliff right there. Gonna be pretty sweet. Sunset is gonna be over there. Sunrise over the ocean. It's gonna be awesome. So yeah, Cameron is somewhere in there. We have pretty much a lot of the bushwhack left tomorrow. 6 miles, 7 miles. You can kind of see the peaks. It goes up, 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 just kind of twists and turns. So there's been some trail, and there's actually a cairn right around our camp spot too. So right there is the actual cairn. So other people have traveled this route. It's not going to be too bad. It's going to be steeps up, steep downs, but that's what you get on the Beauforts. Beauforts and Beauforts. Beauforts and Beauforts and Beautifuls. So yeah, that's the gist. Another good day. Another good day. Awesome. Beauty and the Beast. So part of the reason the Beauforts are known to get whited out a lot, if you saw the morning clip this morning, you could see that huge like sea of clouds in the valley to the left, and I think once it heats up enough, it pulls them up a little bit and then pushes them over back towards the sea to get all their condensation game on over there. So yeah, I think we've learned out the theory of the Beauforts. She misty. So there's some sort of trail after that last little clip of Schwack that goes down the mountain a little bit. We don't know where yet, but it feels right and it feels traily. It's very pleasant. Was not expecting that because it was a thick Schwack. So that trail went significantly nowhere. It puts you on this left side of the ravine and it kept cutting you really far down the mountain, like obnoxiously far. It's not the right way. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Don't follow the well-groomed trails here. I don't know where the hell they go. So we have to go here, cut back up, and try to find the logging road that it was supposed to connect to.
Well, just that well-groomed trail just kind of disappeared.
Yeah. Whew. Anytime we go through a bushwhack, it starts raining. Anytime we go through the thickest parts of the bushwhack, it starts raining.
Yep.
If you can't tell, I'm soaking wet and a little frustrated. So, went the super wrong way again, and now we're gonna go. That's clear compared to what we were just in.
It's a small clear cut.
Wet, misty, roady. This is where the trail, quote unquote, should have crossed, but it didn't. So yeah, when they say proposed trail, they heavily mean proposed trail. Not a lot of work yet going from Apps northbound. There's flagging tape and little trail systems through there, but they go the wrong way. So
It goes the wrong way and then they stop in the middle of nowhere.
yeah, I don't know what is going on with that. So yeah, too schwacky, way too schwacky. Alright, so we had enough of the schwack. It's proposed trail that is really not there. Yeah, there's no point in trying to do that schwack, so we chose a different schwack. The map systems really don't line up here, so there should be a logging road over there. We should be on a logging road, but we're just on clear cut. So we're gonna go create our own adventure today. Alright, so we are out of the clear cut, and the most spaced topo lines to get down to the main is this creek. So we're gonna be following the creek. That looks like a waterfall, but we'll cross that bridge once we get, I'll bring you along towards that bridge because it's a little slippery. I just wanted two hands, but oh, almost a split. I'll bring you along to the bridge with me. Not waterfally. Pick our way down that. Pop, pop, pop. You're gonna try to keep the feet dry. Yeah, well. We are in the steepness. Let me tell you, this has turned into a waterfall hike. That one's not too bad because there's a good line through here, but we just had to get down a cliff last time, which was not the most fun, I'll tell you. That one was really sketchy. We both slipped in the same spot. How is this cubed? There very well can be a logging road right on top of us, because this stuff still looks like it's logged. Uh-oh, no, not my GoPro bag. My GoPro case, it's wet. No. Bummer. I wish the GoPro did justice to how steep some stuff was. So we still have to get down to there. It looks right there, but there's a steep drop. So we're gonna figure that out, how to get there. Cool. Whew, made it. That was a journey down. Popped up at the top of those trees, got cliffed out, cut, got cliffed out, cut, got cliffed out, cut, got cliffed out, cut, and then magpies right there-ish. Once again, the GoPro doesn't really do justice to how steep that was. Very, very steep. Like, this looks gradual, and this is hella steep. That was steep. Quite the journey, folks. Quite the journey. Oh my God. Whew, but feet are on solid ground. Now we get to pick and choose our route. Whew. That is something. This is Sable River. All right, so until they complete that trail, I already touched on it. Pick and choose your own route. There's so many logging roads through here that you kind of, can pick and choose. We'll have a GPX file, but also you can find a better route, longer route, shorter route, all types of routes. So we're still walking that logging road, one of thousands. All right, so we got a little highway walking. Once again, you can pick your own route. You can probably avoid this, but this was kind of the route we picked. 1 second. The trail cuts back in to join a logging road again after Trent Falls, which is about 3 miles of this. And there's a bus that goes into Courtney, the bigger town, at 5:40. It is 3:40 now, and we have about 6 miles, so we're gonna try to bangarang it out. Seems like that's how the timing always works, right on the cusp of pushing it. But that's what we're meant to do. Let's do it. Bangarang, bangarang. So it is about 4:30. 1 second. And we have somewhere around 3 miles to get into Cumberland to where that bus stop is. So we're pushing. We should be going about a 4-mile-per-hour pace right now, but we're just also estimating the mileage. We're not sure about it. So we'll see if we can make it. We're trying. We're trying to make that 5:41 bus. Let's do it. That extra minute might help us. Let's get it. So this is Trent Falls. Looks like a really busy parking area. Really busy parking area. All right, it's 4:50. We just turned on a Trent River main off of the highway, and this should pop us into the outskirts of town in about a mile, mile and a half. And then we have a little under a mile to go to walk to the bus stop. So we should make it. We're still holding close to a 4-mile-per-hour pace. It just always feels tight because you're guesstimating the miles. You don't know for sure. But I would say we have about 2.5. Should get there at, I don't know, 5:30. Bus should be at 5:40. Whew, cutting it close. Let's see what we can do. On Royston Road. I was gonna hop and cross and get you that sign. So, yep, we are on Royston Road, and we have about a mile to go, maybe a little bit under, and it's 5:12. So we should be able to make it. We should be able to make it. Ooh, Cumberland smells really good. Maybe a magpie? Aw. Cumberland smells super good. And yeah, we just passed 5th Street. It looks like the corner is with the Esso and the Mini Mart. And now we just gotta find the bus stop. And that's gonna be it. We made it. It is
5:23.
5:23?
You
5:23.
also failed me with your trekking pole.
Sorry, cutie. I was trying to get the timestamp. So we're just looking for a bus stop. Then maybe have time to run in, grab a soda or two, and catch the bus to Courtney. This town's really cute too, though.